Repeat after me. 1, 2, and 3. I'm amazing. I'm a beast. I'm a force of nature. Today's my day to win. Again, today's my day to win. Yeah! One more day. Come on. Hey, let's go. All right, guys. Today would be the 19th, December 19th. We go by Thursday, and it's Role Play Thursday. Leaves us with 8 exact days till the end of a quarter, a decade, and a year. It's 2019. It's done. It's 192 hours. It's 11,520 minutes, more or less. You're looking for one deal a day, one contract a day to keep all bad things away. Not just the fucking doctor, not just poverty. It keeps all bad things away. Because something good happens to you when you actually produce, because you start feeling better and more about yourself. And a lot of the things that I want to actually share this morning is a lot of fucking people want to be somewhere in life, but they're not willing to do the work that it actually takes. Then you got the people that get excited in the beginning, then it dies out. You call it fire on ignorance. I call it it's a 90 days thing. You come in excited. It happens in relationships. It happens in a new job. It happens at anything in you're doing. Even my little brother was excited the first 90 days to do the Taekwondo thing. Then he actually said, you know what? I don't want to go. It's boring. Right? It's boring. We go there. We do the same thing. I got to run the same run every morning. I don't want to go then. Then it takes somebody to be on top of his ass. Yo, you better fucking go right now, or I'm going to fucking step on your face, because it's the right fucking thing to do. And it's the truth. But then now I get to think to myself, like, will this kid one day be able to tell himself on day 91, I'm going to fucking do it anyways? Will he have my voice in him on his own to say, I'm going to do it on day 91? Will this kid fucking show up again if I'm no longer here? Would he actually do what it takes? It's that one voice within you that'll push you to do more. It's the things you tell yourself when you actually feel like you shouldn't be doing it, or you feel like you can no longer do it. Some call it burned out. To me, you're just becoming a bitch. That's the truth. And that's what I think of. And because when I look at people facing weaknesses and the way they fold, to me, I'm like, dude, you've never seen a bad day in life. If you're folding at the bare minimum of what you could call hard, then what you think you're going to be facing to get to the top? What do you think you're going to go through? Everybody wants to be somewhere in life, not many willing to do the work. Then you're going to go through types of people. One that seems like they're doing the work, or the ones that do it until fucking 90 days mark. Maybe it is fire with ignorance until they know what it takes. Then it's no longer fire. Now your fire being put down. But now you could look at your fire in two perspectives. One, I got my fire that's being put down because now I'm learning what it really takes. Now you're basically pouring buckets of water on your fire. Versus you sitting back and saying, you know what? I'm doing whatever the I need to do to get there. And if there is anything going into my fire, it's fucking wood. I'm growing it so big that even people stare at it and saying, how did this even happen? I want even my fucking enemy getting close to fucking warm up with my own fucking fire. And that's how I look at it. Everybody wants to be somewhere at the end of those 8 days. Everybody wants to be somewhere at the end of 2019 and 2020. Who's willing to do the work? Yesterday, I said something in my morning meeting. Got me thinking. Got me thinking. And I'm saying, because I said that, like in 5 years, 10 years, at best, 20 of us gonna be here. Some gonna get fired, some gonna quit, some gonna die. It's the truth. Then I was like, who's gonna be here? Will Roy be here? I don't know. I don't know the kid. It's the truth. I don't know. Right? Will Naveed be here just because he was a personal friend of mine first? I don't know. I really don't know. It's the truth. Who will be here? Right? Did I start thinking like, will Mazen be there? Just because he's my personal brother? Is there a limit where I can keep fucking pushing on him till he breaks? Because he broke on me before. Will you do it again? I don't think so, but I don't know. Then some other topic came up when Emily was talking to me, and I'm like, dude, like, I'm at a point, I've lost so many people out of my life, either fired, quit, or died. My grandfather died. After that man, after I lost that one human being, there's no losses matter. It's the truth. It's almost like I became immune to it. And it's the truth. But then I would say, like, well, which 20% will be here, and what it takes to be in the top 20%. Because the truth is, if I don't do the work, I will not be in the 20%. That little fucking box we drew with 5 people, 6 people in there, if I don't do the work, I will not be there. And it's the truth. Because the whole box wouldn't exist. And it is the truth. Like you've got to earn it, I've got to earn it. Everybody wants to be the fucking beast, but nobody's trying to hunt. Everybody wants to be the fucking next lion. Nobody's trying to chase that fucking gazelle like they're supposed to. First one runs, second one runs. Now you start counting on the other lion bringing some down in order for you to catch on some fucking leftovers. But then I get to always say to myself, will I always hunt the same way I do? Because I could easily get comfortable. Because I could easily say there's enough meat in my fucking fridge. Why do I need to go out and hunt? It's the truth. How can I keep myself going? Because if I'm gonna drive myself by saying, let me drive the nice 2 cars, nice place, send my mom a few pennies every month, and life will be good, I don't need to be doing this. Because that target is so little that it doesn't take that much work to do. It's the truth. And you're all gonna get there. But then it's gonna take a lot more than me let me drive or me let me feed in order for me to get to a level where I can put that fucking box together. Then I start thinking of all the responsibilities that come with it. Then my mom this morning saying, Jalal, you've changed so much. I'm like, you say this shit so much? Tell me, when did you start seeing changes in me? I'm like, because 2 years ago you didn't say this. You did not say none of this. When did you start saying I'm changing? She was like, I don't know. Like after you moved to Florida. I'm like, okay. Because that's when it became most stressful. And through being overwhelmed with all the actions I'm taking comes fucking maturity. Comes me understanding fucking taxes, lawsuits, losses, quits, fireds, and everything that could come with success. Then I'm there fucking sleeping last night and I'm fucking thinking like, I'm here raising millions of dollars. Dude, I lose a penny, I'm getting sued. Everybody has a smile till a loss happens. Everybody that is like, oh, I love this guy, I'll bet on this guy until a loss happens. Everybody like, this guy. And it's the truth. With success, with all the things that you guys have the balls to write down every morning as your fucking goals, you need to understand there is obstacles on the way to get there. There's obstacles. There could be some overwhelming things that you're going to go through. There could be downs or there could be ups. And in the beginning, there might be more downs than ups. But then the goal is to actually leave enough ups on the graph, on the work that you need to do, on where you stand every single fucking day. Because one thing I can guarantee you, all of us have in common, that we're not guaranteed not even the rest of the day. We're not even fucking guaranteed till the end of the fucking day or tomorrow morning. Then I know this for sure. If I'm showing up today and God or whoever the fuck you believe in gave you the opportunity to show up one more day, you better fucking make it count. Whether it's the fucking nature or a cow or a cloud or a God or higher power you believe in, something out there helped you show up today. So don't fucking let that one thing that you believe in down. And it's the fucking truth. Everybody wants to have the big things, but you're approaching it with little things. It's the fucking truth. Then last time I'm having this conversation with Emily, Navid overhearing it, I think Brian was here, and I'm fucking saying that everything in this office needs to be systemized to the T. Did I text you that? What time? Last night too? Everything to the fucking T will be systemized 100%. There is no rooms for fuck-ups in my 2020, and I assume the same for each one of you in their year in 2020. A lot of things gonna change, but some of the things that I'm gonna throw out there, morning meeting will be moved down to 8:40 a.m., not 8:50. Then the rest, all of you gonna get a sheet of all the changes that's gonna happen in the office. All of you. Everybody gonna get a sheet of all the changes, and everybody gonna get an exact job description. Everybody will be evaluated on 30 days basis based on your position. Are you delivering on those check marks? There is check boxes. Is this being delivered? Outside of the one-on-ones, every 30 days, there is an evaluation for you holding your position in this office. I'd rather end up with 2 people and have a fucking room full of people that is just keeping me busy. And it's the fucking truth. More than ever, my time is worth more than ever it ever fucking was worth. So just know this, when you're fucking asking me a question, you're taking time from someone else. And if you're approaching me in the office, make sure you do 2 things. Don't call me bro. Don't call me bro. And I'm not gonna call you bro. Lose it. Lose it. I'm not your bro. I'm not your bro, because your bro is not gonna fire you. I'll fire you. You fuck me enough here in this office, fuck my time, I'm fucking waste everything that I'm doing, I'll fire you. I even did that to my own brother. And it's the fucking truth. But like, there is also rewards. You stand by me, I stand by you, we grow together, you get rewarded, you get praised, you get pushed up. Where I'm going, I can't go alone, and I need people that is actually want to be there. And the same things that I'm implementing right now need to be implemented by you for the people that's coming after you. By you for the people that is coming after you. If I cannot engrave the culture and everything that we need in this office, from culture to policies, it'll never carry on down to 90 and 100. Period. I'm not your bro. I'm your own brother, personal brother in the office. I'm nobody's bro. Are we clear? I'm not saying I'm not your brother. I'm your brother. I'm just not your homie in the office. I'm nobody's homie. When we're having a fucking barbecue on my place or whatever, I'm your bro. We'll hang out and we'll talk shit. We'll shoot the shit. That's 1. 2, when you walk up to me for a question, don't tell me, hey, Jalal, you got time? I don't, just ask me. Hey, got a quick question. I mean, if I'm in a meeting with her, whatever. If I'm on one-on-one with a Gabe, with Roger, with Roy, don't knock my door. Don't knock my door. If you know I'm on one-on-one with anybody in the office, you do not knock the door. The one-on-ones will be timed at 15 minutes or less. I'm gonna put the fucking timer in the front of us, and we need to keep guidelines. Because the more we grow in numbers, I can't give 30 minutes to up to 45 minutes each, because then that's fucking weak. And you need to make sure that every 50 minutes, you could knock my door. Like, I'm getting to a point, I don't even want to fucking do meetings, not with us, like, you know, people that always want to meet, let's fucking have coffee. I'm done. I'm fucking done. If you ain't got money to give me, I'm done. You want me to be honest, or you want me to fucking bullshit you? It's the fucking truth. There is no way I'm going to end up where I need to be and take my team with me jerking off 2020. No position is granted. Not even the president. If he can get fired, I can too. And it's the fucking truth. Me being on the fucking LLC doesn't make me a fucking immortal. If I stop doing what I'm doing, But let's do this. If I don't show up to the office in 2 months, do you think there'll be an office? Exactly. If he stopped showing up to the White House for 2 months, do you think there will be a president? Not really. Not really. Disappear? Not really. If I stop paying my fucking dues, my bills will rack up and it's gonna fucking eat me. Matter of fact, got a wrong message from the IRS saying I owe them another $26,000, and they lettered me. They sent me a letter saying we're gonna seize your property. I'm like, I paid you a lot. Then my accountant gets on the phone with him, and it was a mistake. They took a check for $25,000 from me, my last payment. I paid them over $100,000, and they deposited it. They kept it in escrow, but they didn't actually apply it. But you're charging me, and you want to seize my property. Then I'm looking at all that. I'm like, who the thinks they're just I'm only unfuckable with because I'm doing. Not many get to sit back and say nobody can touch me no more. You're like, a lot of people are very far from it, and it's the truth. Not even the wealthy. The only security you have is yourself and your actions. Don't mistake that. A lot of people, and especially what we got from our parents, I'm gonna get to 70 and retire. I'm gonna get to 60, 50 and retire. I'm gonna make this much money, guaranteed this much a month, and I'm gonna retire. I got that from my dad. My dad's trying to retire. Schmuck. He wants to relax. But he's broke. And I'm his fucking life plan. So if you pulled out that night, then what's your fucking security plan? What's your retirement plan? If you had a condom on that night, you're fucked. And it's the fucking truth. But I'm proud to be the security fucking plan for my family, the retirement plan for my family. Listen to me. Your actions will never run out. And that easily should tell you your potential will never be fucking met. You could always have very high expectations of yourself, but you could never tap out. Because if I can stand up and do, and I can do it again, then I can't run out. You can't. If I can get up 20 times, then 100 times, then 1,000 times, then I can do 1,001. How the f could I run out? It doesn't make any sense. So you can't come to me and tell me you've done everything you fucking got. If you can pick up the phone one more time, you did not. And that's the mentality that you need to have. Or unless you want to fucking go home and fucking rub your fucking self like, yeah, I've done good today. Tell me the fucking numbers, man. Talk about the numbers. Talked about it yesterday. The numbers matter. And stop selling yourself on you are doing enough, because you're not. You're not doing enough. And you know it. How could you be at where you're at in life and think you've done enough? How could you even think I can sit back and not improve? Or you could think you are improving, but you're not doing what it takes. It takes two to tango. Is that right? I could suggest to you what to do all fucking day. You either gonna do it, adopt it, and take it and make it a consistent thing, or just take it for a week or two and quit. And it's the truth. If I don't see and feel signs of a growth in you, or you feel it in me and see it in me, this relationship is not gonna work. And it's the truth. I have to see signs of a growth on all of you. And you need to see it in me and around me. Because if you don't, then you're gonna lose faith in me. And that's the fucking fire that keeps me going, besides many. It's me making sure I'm living up to my words and standards to keep improving, to keep you believing. But I could only do that so much if you stop. Because if I'm going to believe in you more than you believe in you for so long, now that's buckets of water on your fire until it dies down. Right?
You never want that to happen. All of you are great people. Whether you work out in my office or not, doesn't mean you're a bad guy. You're all great people. But that's not what separates us from each other. Him being bad, me being good, him being bad. That's not what separates us. What separates us is the work that we do and the results that we get out of it. That's what separates us. We're all born with the same fucking 2 arms and 2 legs. It's what you make out of it. One will use it to destroy, one will use it to construct. Which one are you? And I don't know if at least one of you thinking, why the f he's saying all this? Because what you go through in your day in my office is not really real estate knowledge. It's really not. You truly need this little real estate knowledge to run this. It's the truth. As far as picking up the phone, you don't need that much real estate knowledge. What real estate knowledge you have? All he knows is one thing. If you can get all the money that you want, that's all he fucking knows. It's not even in my script. In my script, it says, if you got what you wanted for the property today, would you sell it? Right? If you got what you wanted for it, would you sell it? He just added, what? Is that real estate knowledge? Or passion? Or ignorance on fire? What is that? Define that. That's him showing up saying that I gotta fucking make this work. Probably he goes home to his girl, I fucking killed it today. Good for you. Now show her that you fucking did it. Now over time you start producing and you're gonna get fucking confidence. If you get all the money that you want, don't ever lose that. Don't ever lose that. Somehow it fucking works out. Is it duplicatable? No. But you keep doing it. You understand? He doesn't need real estate knowledge. All he needed to do is fucking pick up the phone and never stop picking up the fucking phone. Like it's your first day. Because nothing is guaranteed. We don't fucking give guarantees in this office. Nobody got any guarantees in this fucking office. And I don't know who's gonna become managers of managers of managers under me as we grow. We never give guarantees. I can't fucking guarantee you tomorrow. What are you even talking about? I can show you cases of success. Oh, I'll also show you cases of failure. That's what these people did. That's what these people did. The only guarantee you could have is the one you fucking give yourself. Don't play yourself, like Khaled says. And don't waste your fucking time. Do the right thing. We don't have guarantees. We have steps. If you follow, you could guarantee you. Nothing else. I'm not your insurance policy. I'm a vehicle. But still, this vehicle won't go anywhere if you won't drive. Get that engraved in your head. I'll end with this. For 2020, everything in this office will be on paper. Every fucking word from everything. From the day it starts, everything will be structured. Everything will be processed. From the day it starts to the 1 p.m., there will be a structure. Whoever is doing it will follow. To the end of the fucking day, to what you need to do to last in this office. And honestly, it's not about lasting in my office. It's lasting for yourself. Because what could happen if you don't make it work here? Easy. You go get another job. And just say you worked there and you were one of the good guys, trust me, they'll hire you. It's the truth. Right? What will I do? Go on my Instagram. I'm hiring. Boom, another one. Oh, fire that. Oof, let's get another one. But what does that mean? We have to start somewhere else from the ground zero. But I'll guarantee you my ground zero is different than your ground zero. And I mean it. Take it however you want to take it. It's the fucking truth. Because I've been to ground zero way many more times than you probably did. And I don't mind going back there again. You showed up. You got a hell of a fucking opportunity that I'm working day in, day out, not even at my night, I'm fucking resting to make sure this opportunity improves to everybody in my fucking office. I'm stealing these 2 girls on fucking Friday, next Friday. All I'm doing all day is structuring this office again and better. And I need you to give it everything you fucking got. Then I'm gonna sit down with everybody else in the office. Everybody will be explained what needs to be done, how, and when. What's the bare minimum, what's expected, and where we need to be to improve. Everybody will have graphs that's going to be given weekly if you're weekly or bi-weekly production. Every week, you're going to have a graph that's going to look like this. I'm going to explain your peaks and your bottoms and what you've done in between. There is apathy and there is affluence. You know what that means? Affluence, excellence, you're going up. Apathy is death. And you make your choices of where you want to be. Longer morning meeting, but fucking need it. Get this shit right. What we do is not fucking rocket science. All you need to do is pick up the fucking phone and do what you already know. There's no fucking science to it. And don't worry about the fucking numbers. I don't want to fucking see you at 12 p.m. like, if you're looking, that means you haven't done enough. That means you feel so low about your production. You gotta check if you're still gonna be in this office. And it's the fucking truth. And I've said that many fucking times. If you're checking on your numbers, that means you're not doing good. Because you're trying to see if you're at the bare minimum or not. Or you're trying to see if you're the highest. But that doesn't fucking matter. This should be something you look at the end of the day. If you're fucking overdoing and you truly feel it in your guts, you ain't worried about this shit. This is a game we play at the end of the day. Are you clear? The numbers that you're looking at. Worry about doing everything you've got with this fucking tool that you've got. Worry about the numbers later. Worry about them when me or Emily come to you. Besides that, you really have nothing to worry about. Because I don't want Gabe, Roger, or Roy, or Naveed to do 3,000 calls and not get any results. The goal is go get a fucking contract. Because fucking scavenger, go get a fucking contract. That's the goal. Don't worry about this. This is just indicators. At the end of the day, look at it. This is for you to know tomorrow you're going to show up and do more. But don't look at it. This is good to just know, but it's not good to fucking look at every 2 minutes to know where you're at. Forget it. It gets updated before 1 p.m., which is soon will be moved to 2:30 once we finish this year. And all of you will have your lunch before 2:30. And after the 2:30 meeting, everybody should be on the phone, not jerking off. Are we clear? Yes. Are we very clear or not? Yes. All right. Red leather, black leather, red leather, black leather, red leather, black leather. Red leather, black leather. Red leather, black leather, leather, black leather. Unique, New York, 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 York, unique, New York. Let's go! We ready? Come on!